Doing the robot to the theme. This is not the robot. I know this is not the robot. And I was not genuinely doing the robot anyway. I don't know why I felt compelled to open with a blatant lie. But here I am, and here I did. And hello, Megaleech. Look at this. I was worried I wasn't going to be here. I've already made my first cocktail. That's okay. I'm up for easing into tonight. Oh, man, that's fucking good. Yum. That's an 8 out of 10. I've got to get into bloody doing my blog. I'll get around to it. I've got it set up. I've just got to get into the rhythm of doing it, which is ridiculous because, I don't know, it's what, less than half an hour effort. I've just got to get into the habit of doing it. You know, I'm in the habit of making the videos and editing the videos, and so I'm like a week ahead with the videos. Often, which then often makes me just take it easy for a week and not shoot videos. And then I go, wait, the week's up. I've run out of videos. Shit, I've got to make videos. It's the way it goes. That's fucking yummy. Fake ID, it's called. Rum-based Manhattan variation. And it's really good. That's okay. I'm going to make a tequila and mezcal drink a bit later. You know, maybe sooner rather than later if everyone is late. That's okay. I'm just going to double check how they say to serve it. No garnish. Okay, just big chunk of ice. Cool. That's going to be a good one, actually. A tequila sour with a little bit of the bittersweet aperitivo in it as well. Mezcal float. That's. I've got high. I shouldn't talk it up. Not even in my head. I should not talk it up. Because then I'll be disappointed if it doesn't live up to the hype I built up in my head. Oh, you've been gardening. Moving last year's patch to sunny area, planting potatoes, spring onions. Nice. Mrs. Angry is the gardener in this house. Grows a lot of flowers, particularly orchids, but does also grow veggie. So I also harvest native fruit because I'm friend of the earth. We have a lily-pilly tree, also known as ryeberry, and there are a few varieties of it. Even just in this neighborhood, there are a couple of varieties, and there's some trees that just fruit really heavily. The fruits are sort of pale, pinky purple, and I have made a syrup with that. It's not as good. The one that grows at our place, which gets much less fruit, but it's a really deep red, makes a wicked sugar syrup for cocktails. It's a great color for a start. It's red naturally, and the flavor is kind of like pear. That's how I taste it. And hello, Big Pat and Safa. How you chaps doing on a fine Tuesday night that to me already feels like the end of the firkin week because I had so many meetings packed into the first 2 days, like 4 or 5 meetings each day, which honestly, a lot of people have worse than that every day. I usually don't. Like that's normally how many meetings I'll get over an entire week. So to cram them into 2 days is a bit intense. So if I was doing the microwave dinners tonight, it was good. Lasagna from the pals at U Foods. Going to be doing takeaway with the offspring tomorrow. Don't know what we're getting yet. So that's how I'll be spending my not streaming night, going and having dinner with the offspring. And we'll see what comes of that. Actually, I should text them while I think of it, so I don't run out of time tomorrow. I just thought of another thing I have to do. Okay. 2 things to do. One, strain a bit more of this into my glass. Settle the milk a bit. There we go. 2, get my phone. 3, get my audio recorder. I have to swap the batteries or it's going to die. Oh, pineapple pizza. Nice. I had spinach pizza last night from the supermarket. Dr. Oetker frozen pizzas. Dr. Oetker make really good frozen pizzas. Just throwing it out there. The spinaci is a good one. Just going to do any. Throw that out before I forget. Ooh, I also just got to double check something. All right. Good to know. Okay. Now, geez, hopefully I have some charged batteries in here for my audio recorder. I think I've been organized enough to do that. Let us see. Forgonel. Okay. I mean, they're sitting in here. Surely they're sitting in here because I charged them. He said, hoping he's not a complete doofus. Honestly, 50-50. If I'm organized or a doofus. Waiting for it to start up and show me the battery life. Show me battery. Yes, I freaking did it. All right, so that's ready. Maybe I should charge this over the life of the stream. Probably don't want to do it for longer than that. Okay, did we get a vote for cuisine? Okay. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, I tried to do too many things at once. Managed to confuse myself. All right, I'm going to put these batteries on charge just for the length of this stream. That should be enough. Okay, let's put them down here on the power board. Try and remember to take them off at the end of the stream because I hear stories that it's bad to charge them for too long. But then I see stuff that says that's not true. It's horseshit. Who do we believe? Who do we believe in this cruel and untrustworthy world? Oh, fuck. Believe me, that's a good drink. Yum. I mean, you have to like boozy drinks. Oh, that's fucking good, though. That little bit of cinnamon in it as well. Yum. Oh. Pat, I don't know if I'm doing live on tonight. That's normally like a Thursday or Friday night thing. I need time to think about it. But I might. Actually, I bring you on and leave you there when I go and make another cocktail. Make you the center of attention. So might do that this stream. We shall see. I'm gonna finish this, then make another drink, and then maybe we're into the groove on the stream. All right. All right. So that's all fine and funky fresh. Okay. Fan of that drink. So I hope the next one doesn't let me down. You know, on a roll. Just providing my own soundtrack. You know, I just realized I could have a mellow soundtrack in the background. I'll just turn it down, like put the lo-fi on. Okay, so I don't even know if that's too low. It's very. So I need to. I need a vibe check. Can you hear the music at all? Is it distracting? Is it at a good level? Hey, Strictly Sega, how you doing? So Safa, tonight's first drink, which I'm just finishing, was called a Fake ID, which I think is a fun name for a drink. 2 shots of dark rum, half a shot of Amaro, half a shot of sugar syrup. Okay, so that's very quiet. I thought it might have been, but, so we're experimenting. So, how's that? Is that too loud? Have I overcompensated now? And yeah, also yes, Safi, you need a fake ID to get this drink. Well, as I said when I was making the video, I don't think anyone with a fake ID would be buying this drink. It's not an underage person's drink. It's subtle, so it could be louder. All right, no, this is fun. We're experimenting and we're learning. So that's at about a third volume. So that's at about a third volume from what it can go to. And if that's a vibe, if that's working, yeah, that's it. What are we doing here? All right, vibe check. We're vibing. While we do this. Okay. Yeah, we're being smooth. It is. Yeah, this is chill music. This is definitely chill music. God, I think I've been spilling things on my pants. Yep, that looks like a bit of lasagna on my pants. That's a worry. Okay. The vibe is debonair. Nice. Okay. So look, I might put chickens in charge. Just remember, I got to go and get the big block of ice. Let's see what we can do with chickens. Oh no. Okay. What do we got here? It's pretty good. Chicken placement. Yes, Safa, I did see the Portuguese wine flood. The estimate over 1 million litres of wine from a broken vat. Dang, that's what you call a bad day at work. Losing 1 million litres of wine. All right, so I'll leave a note that the chickens are in charge. Now I'm going to dip out probably less than a minute to get a chunk of ice for this next drink. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to sit and chill. Now we've decided it's chill vibes. The chickens can just vibe for a bit. Oh, all right, vibing. So that glass is ready. Ooh. We should have a tea towel here. Let's go about there. Okay, so time to get ready. Get ready. Here I come now. Get the big light. For the big dramatic lighting. GoPro. Over there. This camera is going to be here. Yeah, Mega Leech. I agree. It would have needed a really big vat. I don't know if they're overstating it or if it was more than one vat. But I did see some video and it was a fuck ton of wine flowing through the streets of this village. It was pretty fucking weird. Right. Gotta put the phone. Okay. Time to get the ingredients out of this next one. The Eclipse. And yeah, just get it through. But basically everything's going away. Right. Gotta get the cherry aperitivo out of here. It is there. Kilo is there. We want cherry. And St. Felix. Alright, cherry and St. Felix. Close the doors to the mysterious cupboard of mystery. And we are getting Añejo tequila and mezcal. We are going very agave with this one. Death Squad, Peloton de la Muerte. And lemon juice. Right, so we want this one this time. Okay, starting with 1 ounce of Añejo tequila. Get everything ready, and then we're going to do it. Right, 3/4 of an ounce of cherry liqueur. Is it 3/4? It is 3/4. Alright, so that's like ready. Now I just got to mute my laptop so this sound doesn't come into the thing. But what the fuck? Alright. Turn this on. See, I saw you mention it, Strict Sega. Now I'm just going to sing it more. Right, that's ready. Next, oh, that can probably stay on. Okay. Alright. Rolling. The Lords are disapproving. Aperitivo. Lemon juice. All right, and that's what constitutes that. And now we're going to shake it. Now we'll just frame up that glass that we're going to put it in. Okay. Very moody red. And now we're going to float the mezcal. Alright, so that's the drink he made. And that's retiring the GoPro for the evening. I might just take a picture of that for promotional purposes. All right, Eclipse. Remember to do that. That's a plus. All right, now a minute or two of me talking. Let's see if I get it happening. No, this is not really happening. G'day cocktail lovers. This is an interesting tequila-based drink called the Eclipse. If you look it up, you'll see there's lots of cocktails with that name. This one is from the Please Don't Tell PDT bar in New York. That's a mezcal float as well, for added character, and given it a taste. Ooh, everything is balancing, and that little smoky waft in your nose, great touch. Here's how we make it. In a shaker, put 30 mils, try that again. In our shaker, put 30 mils or 1 ounce of añejo tequila, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of a cherry liqueur, then the same amount, 3/4 of an ounce of a bitter red aperitivo, and 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of lemon juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice. Final touch, float about 1/4 of an ounce or 7.5 mils of mezcal on the top, which gives you a unique, complex, and varied drink, the Eclipse. Cheers. There you go. Barely fucked up the talking bit. Almost like I knew how to string a sentence together there. All right, now I'm sitting down. Oh. Okay. Oof. Apparently I left that. Okay, so I'm going to turn my sound back on. Yep, the vibe is still happening. We like that. I can turn the banner off now. No more chickens in charge. Oh, did you look it up, Mega Leech? It was from Two Tanks? Oh, see, that's like a horror movie, Mega Leech, where the chickens can see the eldritch horror that's invisible in the corner. So yeah, that song, Get Ready, and again, because it's a classic Motown song, but it came to my notice in the 90s. There was like an Australian-produced sort of 90s dance version of it, which I remember as being okay. I listened to it again recently because, you can find anything on YouTube. Carol Churchill, Get Ready. And it's not terrible, but it needs to be punchier. I was really thinking, like, I know a few DJ producer types, and I pitch it to them like, man, do an updated version of Get Ready. It kicks ass. Oh, Hannah, you've been looking up a Megalodon Tim Tam. Is this the homemade Megalodon Tim Tam? 6 coats nearly rotted your teeth in one bite. If that was home experiment that you did, cheers to you. You are doing the Lord's work with that. Safa. I know, I have worked in that type of office with high cubicle walls though, and dudes wearing white shirts and dark ties. I have not worked in an office like that for a long time. No, the red in this Safa is a mix of cherry liqueur and a bittersweet red aperitivo, which is like citrus based, but is also red. That's fucking yummy. See, me being King Wuss, I want to put a bit of sugar in that too. It's got sugar from the liqueur, but I bet I'm gonna like it more if I just put a teeny bit of sugar in there. Just a really small amount. So Hannah, top deck Tim Tam is necessary. White Tim Tam coated dairy milk, piping hot coffee, vaguely tiramisu. Oh my God, you are living the life, Hannah. You're living the life. Ooh yes, a blaxploitation playlist, please. Please and thank you. Oh nice, and there's a Mega Leech garden picture there too. So this playlist, Sam and Dave, yes. Wham ripped off Sam and Dave's poses. If you ever look at Wham album covers, their poses, they ripped off Sam and Dave. Sly and the Family Stone, yes. Aretha, hell yes. Kool and the Gang, yes. War, I'm not very... Oh yeah, of course, James Brown, Feel Like a Sex Machine. Curtis Mayfield. Oh, The Temptations doing Get Ready, yeah. Stevie Wonder, G9. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do an experiment. Where's my fucking phone? They even prepare. I have another sort of Motown playlist for my shower tomorrow. I'm going to just ask it to play me Get Ready and see what it auto picks after that. Get Ready. Temptations. No, that's Getting Ready. Wait, is it? Oh no, that's it. That is fucking it. So what does it auto pick? Okay, here's what it auto picks, and this is my shower tomorrow. Get Ready, The Temptations, Heard It Through the Grapevine, Marvin Gaye, Nowhere to Run, Martha and the Vandellas, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher, Jackie Wilson, I'll Be Around, The Spinners, Reach Out, I'll Be There. My God, that's my whole morning. That's not just my shower. That's my morning. I am having funky morning. So yeah, no, Hannah, I think that is all spiraling out from the twisty thingy. Ha ha! You bought a... Yes, see, that was the thing. The half price is really tempting. May or may not believe it, I still haven't eaten the whole bag. All right, you did Aussie Night, Picnic at Hanging Rock, which is trippy. Alison's Birthday in Dark Age. Don't know either of those. Dark Age was a load of shit. No, Safa, Pat's in the country. Oh, wait, Pat, are you telling me you've got big news? Is that what you're saying? There's big news you have to tell? And of course, with Pat, we know big news means he's got a big contract and he's given us all the lowdown, so when we see it in the news later about underworld figure getting whacked, we all have to tell the cops we don't know who it was. That's pretty fucking good. You're... Let's stop 30 seconds. Oh my God. Speaking of half price and bad for you, there were these half price chocolate biscuits at Coles. I'd never seen them before. I don't even know what they're called, but it was the packaging was all kind of upmarket and whatnot. And I thought, I'll check those out. They're half price. And they had like a dairy milk version and a salted caramel chocolate version. I got the salted caramel one. And what it turns out, they're like there's like a ring biscuit with really fucking thick chocolate on it. And the chocolate's in like a flower shape. I think the biscuit's just a ring. I don't think but the chocolate's like so fucking thick. Like compared to a double coat Tim Tam, it's quadruple or quintuple. So it's so much fucking chocolate and it's really good. So it's an effort of supreme willpower on my part to occasionally have one. It's like, we're in a little container. Okay, you can have one. And then walk away. Walk away from the container. Do not stand near the container that has the chocolate biscuits in it. So I don't think I even had one of them today. I was in the office, which helps with my temptation resistance. That is, yeah, no, that little bit of sugar was good. So for SBS is fine. It's fucking ages since I've watched SBS. Although there is a thing, and you can watch it on demand at the moment, that I've been meaning to watch for ages, and I haven't. It's a vampire show, and it's set in remote Australia, where the it's called Firebite. The Indigenous Australians are vampire hunters, and the vampires are white. I feel like it's a not overly subtle colonisation metaphor, Aboriginal resistance against colonisation. And like, yeah, the vampires live underground in caves like Kubapidi. It just sounds super fucking interesting, and I want to watch it. You can watch it, I'm pretty sure, on demand on SBS. It's called Firebite. I've got to check it out. So Hannah, you work at Big W, do end of code markdowns. Oh my God, a $3 giant box of favorites. Holy god damn. Hannah, that's the work of the devil, putting that in front of you. Oh my god. That is wickedness. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, happy with tonight's cocktails. Happy with tonight's talk about debauched confectionery as well. Oof. Sorry, just talking about when you get hungry, I was thinking about, like when I worked at McDonald's and we'd, pinch some fries and whatnot. And I just had this weird random memory of, this is like 40 years ago. 40 years ago when I worked at McDonald's. That was back in the plastic or styrofoam containers the burgers came in, before everything switched to paper. And we would fuck with our friends. Like, we'd be sitting with friends in the Macca's, and they'd be ordering a meal. And when they finished their burger in the styrofoam box, we'd poke a finger through the box to break it. And they're going, why are you doing that? And they're going, oh, so they won't reuse it. They make us go through the bins, and any of the boxes that are in good shape, we have to wash them out and reuse them. And the friends go, really? And we go, yeah, really. And yes, I worked closing shifts quite often at the Macca's. And yeah, the menus changed fucking heaps. I mean, you've still got the core thing of Big Mac, quarter pounder, cheeseburger. There's no McFeast anymore. The McFeast was a big thing. Sucking down quarter pounder cheeseburgers. The old non-fashion, non-biodegradable styrofoam containers. That's, yes, Dennis Leary in Asshole. No, I don't like the McFeast. Oh, honest, Big Mac. I have not had a Big Mac in forever. It would probably be fine. I literally, I couldn't tell you when I last had one. Yeah, see, a lot of people miss the original McFeast Deluxe, yes. Worked at a hospital. The morgue was next to the hydrotherapy pool above the kitchen. Jokes about rinsing them off and sending them down. Oh, God. Broadly, I think that's correct, Safa. I wouldn't call Aussie Macca's healthy, but possibly healthier than US. Yes, shaker fries. Shaker fries fucking rocked with the special salts. Yeah, no, they were great. God, now we're doing free fucking ads for McDonald's. Jesus. I remember someone posting a thing on social media that McDonald's in California have a sign on the door that says, health authorities require us to inform you that a food contains ingredient that is regarded as a carcinogen. And people go people think they mean a chemical, and it's bacon, or for that matter, red meat. But it's bacon mainly. People did that and said it was a big conspiracy. McDonald's has got some carcinogenic chemical in their burgers and they only say it in California. And it's no, it's bacon. They're talking about bacon. That's a known carcinogen. Oh, the McOz. Holy cow, Hannah, the McOz. Holy crap. You got to have the Macca's app just to do the Monopoly shit. Well, the mob wins all the Monopoly stuff anyway. Hungry Jack's, I definitely would go to before McDonald's, no question. I haven't been there in a while, but I had a fucking weak spot for their heart attack burger, aka the bacon double cheeseburger. Fucking love that. Obviously stupendously bad for you, but I had a bit of a weak spot for it. I know a lot of people hype the really thin McDonald's chips, and I like them. I like Hungry Jack's chips. I like Hungry Jack's burgers more. I see Strictly Sega's not a Hungry Jack's chip fan, and that's fine. It's a whole thing, but yeah, it's. Oh, actually, I'd kind of throw in a vote for KFC chips as well. Honestly, yeah, their flavored salt. I guess it's like chicken salt they put in. Yeah, I'd be leaning. Actually, popcorn chicken and KFC popcorn chicken, chips, and maybe with a cheese sauce. I'm sure they had a cheese sauce option at one point, but I can make my own cheese sauce. So Hannah, Hungry Jack's just opened your dad's rural country town. Lines down the street, yeah, country town people be like that. Actually, Hannah, yes, Red Rooster. I've not been in a Red Rooster in forever. I don't even know if they still exist. But Red Rooster chips, yes. Yeah, I think you're right, Mega Leech. The KFC salt's got onion powder and garlic powder, which McDonald's doesn't. McDonald's literally just uses salt. I know from working there. Nothing fancy, just salt. It's tonight's junk food night. I mean, I'm fucking here for it. Is Red Rooster a fancy version of KFC? I almost think they're an off-brand version of KFC. I don't know. KFC salt looks like cocaine. Don't snort it. You'd be better off snorting cocaine, quite honestly. I hate to think what KFC salt would do to your sinuses. No, Macca's does not have 11 secret herbs and spices. Their big thing is the secret sauce on Big Macs, which many people have completely accurately reproduced. Yeah, okay, here's the fun thing. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, because that was very big in Chinese restaurants. And I know there was a thing back in the 80s, possibly even dating back to the 70s, where people tried to say that MSG was somehow evil and wrong. And it absolutely isn't any worse for you than sodium chloride salt. And there was a whole heap and help and serve of racism to go with the MSG scare. Oh, actually, Hannah, I don't think you're kidding yourself, because the Red Rooster chicken, like their barbecue chicken, is just chicken and without the coating. Much as I do love the KFC coating, oh yeah, it's way better than trans fats. Yes. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to say, that a lot of Red Rooster chicken is healthier than KFC chicken. I would actually back you on that. And then, I mean, the real upmarket KFC is Nando's. I think Nando's does a good thing. Pizza. Okay. My all-time favorite pizza, and I love just so much pizza. I love so many pizzas, but there's a place on Lygon Street that is not flash. It's all the red and white decor and a bunch of really fucking tacky Ferrari race team memorabilia photos all over the place. Place looks tacky as shit, is run by an Italian family, has been run by an Italian family forever. Good, honest food. They do this 5-cheese pizza that fucking blows me away. Like, I can eat such a big pizza by myself if it's this 5-cheese pizza, including a blue cheese, which puts some people off. But holy shit. Cafe Cavallino I will absolutely do an ad for them. Cafe Cavallino on Lygon Street, their 5-cheese pizza. Fucking incredible. Ray's missing the Melbourne food. We are hard in the takeaway food talk tonight. Hannah, capsaicin allergy. All fried chicken. Oof. Because it tends to have elements in the breading that has capsaicin. I guess you could make your own. I actually occasionally make my own. I haven't done it for a while. But chopping up either thigh fillets or breast fillets, making my own coating and own breading, and then just pan frying it, and it's yummy as fuck. I usually marinate the chicken too before I do it. So Hannah, yeah, tacky places have the best food. Oh, kebabs. Yes. Yes. Yeah, there's one next suburb over that's Garlic Boys. Yes, give me the Garlic Boys. Come on. So Ray's went to the gym for the first time since almost dying. Well, long road. Got a roadmap, my brother. Oh yeah, no, fucking kebabs here. Melbourne, I'm pretty sure Melbourne is where halal snack packs were invented. I'd be prepared to be corrected by someone if someone knew the arcane history of halal snack packs. But oh my god, fucking kebabs, man, so good. Lebanese and Turkish places. Fucking love them. Yeah, now I'm just thinking, going, I haven't had that for a while. I think there's a reply to my. All right, looks like I'm getting Italian tomorrow. Well, Etto. No, they're actually pretty good. Etto, pretty good. Combo pizza pasta. Oh, I can't. I like that as a saying phrase. Sydney invented the halal snack pack. Melbourne perfected it. There you go. What's that? Roadmap to health. Don't eat anything with. Oh yeah, actually, we have not talked about anything remotely healthy. Everything we've talked about will shorten your lifespan. There is no two ways about it. Yeah, strictly safe to that. Pat, what you're going to tell me? Do you have something specific to tell me? I asked before. I thought you were saying you had big news. Is that what you're saying? That you have big news? Because I'm always up for big news. Ah, pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Yeah, you're going to have pizza tonight. I've already had pizza this week. I'm going to have pizza tomorrow. Oh, either pizza or pasta. Rometto. I haven't decided yet. Those Footscray Station donuts. And they were little donut balls. And they had this funny thing where, for whatever reason, it was a ceramic dolphin and a little metal tube coming out. And they jam the donut onto the metal tube, push a button, and inject warm jam into the donut. Fucking awesome. There you go. Thank you, Hannah. Balancing things out. Carrot sticks, celery, green things. That's all good. Yes, I remember there was a doco on the guy who ran it. I fucking loved it because I lived in Footscray for a while. Those were killer. Was it Olympic donuts? I don't know. Oh, I haven't been to Frankston Market in forever. I just remember Frankston Market being really good. I haven't been there in forever, though. And yes, big question, Safa. What is it with all the fucking natural disasters? Yeah, fucking earthquake in Morocco killing thousands of people, and then floods in... Someone help me out. Where were the floods, which also killed fucking thousands of people? All right, just because Pat apparently has something to tell us. And we'll do it. All right. That's right, yes. Because he was such an institution when they redeveloped Footscray Station, they gave him a spot there. So, Safa, you think we're doing a public good if we have Pat here? He's not out on a job? Oh my God, a burger with cheese and bacon. I will fucking go to town on that shit. I had this sourdough baguette today. Super fucking yummy. Do other states get strawberry ice creams at the Royal Exhibition? Best thing at the Echo? I don't know, because I don't actually go to the show, so I don't. All right. So, Pat, you're really desperate to tell us something. What's happening, big man? Just want to hang out. Just want to hang out. That's all right.
I think, yeah, I don't know, but bored.
No, you're just bored. You just want to hang out. That's okay. You can hang out.
Yeah. And that.
That looks like a body buried in a shallow grave. Is that what you're showing us, Pat?
Not a fire.
It's a body on fire. Okay.
I don't know. No!
Oh, I just thought the penny just dropped with Pat.
No.
Pat just realized what I was doing to him.
They're bad!
I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Oh, dear. I couldn't help it, though. Pat's just showing me a little Polaroid and go, and this is a bloke I buried up in an unknown bit of bush that no one knows about. No one but us. And we're never talking to the cops, Pat. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
This is a safe space. All cops are bastards.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk to them.
The nun?
Do what?
None. No,
I think I have to turn my volume back up. Sorry, what are you saying?
The nun.
The nuns? Have you been killing nuns? That's so
No,
bad.
No. I saw the nun on Saturday. Yeah, the nun,
You've been filming nuns?
No, I saw them on Saturday.
On Saturday? All right. I'm slightly concerned that Pat's got something possibly questionable happening with nuns. But you know what? I don't judge, except when I do judge. And I'm kind of judging now. I got to be honest. Nuns on the run? That was a classic. Nuns on the run. Nude nuns with big guns. I think that's the name of a Japanese movie. because there's certainly some pretty weird Japanese movies. Oh, The Nun 2. Yes. Did you see The Nun movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Old Pat's been going to horror. I thought you were actually hanging out with real nuns, but you were watching scary horror movies.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
No. Bit scary.
Ah,
No,
That's
not even
good.
scary. It's good.
it's good. Really good.
All right. There you go.
Really good with that.
Recommendation from Australia's most
Hang on.
feared hit man, Nun 2.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm
I saw
sorry
that.
if
I
the
saw that.
Federal Police are watching this. That was a joke. For legal
Yeah,
purposes, I'm
I
just
saw
I'm going
that.
on the record here. For legal purposes, any reference to Pat being the most feared enforcer in Australia's criminal underworld, just a joke. Just a joke. Country cops take jokes? Would it? You wear those funny looking clothes. I would have thought you could take a joke. So that's a whole thing. What sport? Rays, what sport are Melbourne Knights?
I know.
So what's your picture? Kind of looked like a clothesline. If I'm not making fun of you, it looked like a clothesline.
No, that's the boys fix my blue in front of that. Inside. I don't know if
Oh, is that a basketball hoop?
Yes.
So you had some lads set up a basketball hoop for you?
Yeah, look at that right there.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
box. The box there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the box there.
You're right.
Yeah. Tomorrow, the boys will fix my father. Get it so good.
Boys are going to fix everything for you.
Yep, boys. The boys gonna fix that tomorrow.
That's good. So you're raised. That's the exact location. Him and Chopper got rid of a body. Man, what do you think happened to Chopper?
Hey?
That's all I'm going to say. What do you think happened to Chopper? It's even Uncle Chop Chop was speaking in quiet, revered tones when he mentioned Pat.
Oh, me?
You'd say to Uncle Chop Chop, "Do you know Pat?" And he'd go, "The smiling assassin, the deadly cherub." Is that who we're talking about?
Oh. Yeah, that don't work.
No.
No
And
way.
again, just again, for the record, for legal purposes, if anyone from law enforcement is watching, these are just jokes. They're just jokes.
Yeah,
Would the most feared enforcer and hitman in the criminal underworld come onto my stream? Of course not. Of course not. Pat's totally innocent, okay? These are just jokes. He made me say that. Sorry.
Right, I saw that. I don't know what
See? He's
that.
threatening me now. He's threatening me now.
Yeah, look at this.
Ugh. But, yeah, you know.
Well, you still on dog?
Sorry, what? Do I have a dog?
No, you still dog. The YouTube. The
Sorry, hang on a second. I'm going to have to turn the music off or I'll never hear you.
Oh,
And
oh man.
my computer's doing weird pop-ups. I'm an old man.
Ah.
No, seriously, I'm an old man and my ears don't work.
That's not bad.
No, I'm not going to pretend otherwise. This ear in particular, I'm definitely half deaf in this ear. and I'm just a little bit deaf. I'm a little bit deaf in this ear. This ear is because I stood next to. Well, okay, it's because I had surgery on this ear a couple of times, but also because I stood too close to speakers at rock concerts. So yeah. No, I really did. At one point, I was contacting the Angels, and I wanted to take pictures, and I climbed up on their speaker stack, which is a very bad thing to do. And at their speaker stack, this close, like the bass was so strong, it was blowing a breeze through my hair. And then one of the roadies saw me and was like, "Get down." And I'm like, "Okay." Because he's like, I could tell him, he's like, "I'm giving you one warning, get down. Because if you don't, then we're going to fuck you up." And I'm like, "All right." So, Hannah, they found a body in the wall at the end of your street a few months ago. Found through ancestry sites using DNA. Woof. Okay. Well, it probably wasn't Pat. I'm just saying.
I'm a good man.
Yes.
I'm a good man.
That's so good at my job, even my hearing died.
No, me.
Safa, you're saying how old was I when I climbed up on the speakers? Or how old was I? Actually, it was about the same age, late teens. So
Well, that's 18.
17, 18 when I had the surgery. 17, 18 when I climbed up the speaker at an Angels concert.
Oh, man.
In
Dublin. You're crazy.
Oh yeah, no. It was a stupid thing to do. It was a very stupid thing to do.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm not going to defend it. I am not going to defend it. It was a straight up stupid thing to do. But then again, you get people who go to like heavy metal concerts or nightclubs every week, and that's a bad decision too, because that'll make you deaf.
Not me.
So what's that, Hannah? Try explaining to American.
What?
Am I ever going to see your face again? My favorite use of that was that Terminator meme, Terminator 2 meme, where Arnie the Terminator calls young John Connor's foster parents, and he goes, "What's your dog's name?" And he goes, "Spike." And he goes, "How's Wolfie?" And he goes, "Wolfie's fine." And he goes, "Your parents are dead." It's like if the person on the other end of the line says the wrong
that one.
And so there's memes on that, and there's one where Arnie, the Terminator, says to little John Connor, "Are your parents Australian?" And he goes, "Yes, they are." And he goes, "Am I ever going to see your face again?" And his mother goes, "Yes, we'll see you soon, sweetie." He goes, "Your parents are dead." Because they didn't say, "No way, get fucked, fuck off." I still love that came out of the police blue light discos in the 80s. I just read, I remember the funniest interview with the Angels in the late 80s when they found out this was happening, because they hadn't played it live in ages. And then it would get played live at blue light discos, which I used to go to, things that the cops were in charge of. And it'd play, "Am I ever going to want to see your face again?" And all the kids would go, "No way, get fucked, fuck off." And the Angels got invited to a blue light disco by a cop at one point. They go, "You're really popular." And they go, "Oh, that's cool." And they were doing a special appearance. And they're up with the DJ, and the DJ plays "Am I ever going to see your face again?" And the Angels are going like, "Really? They want to hear this? This is really old." And then when they played it, and and this whole crowd goes, "No way, get fucked, fuck off." And they're just like, "What?" And the cops laughing and the DJ's laughing, and they go, "Yeah, that's what happens." And they went, "Okay." And they started playing it live again. And they go, "Okay, we haven't played this live in 10 years. Let's do it." And they go to a big live gig, and they're, "Am I ever going?" And the whole crowd goes, "No, I go fuck off." And they were just like, "This is." And so they played it live forevermore because they got that response from the crowd. Oh, and that was the funniest thing, Hannah. See, okay, we're very different generations. You went to blue lights in the 2000s. I went to Blue Lights in the 80s when they were new. And they were dodgy then too. But it was hilarious because it'd be at well, in my day, it was the Police Boys Club. Now it's the Police Youth Club. But the idea is parents are being told this is a safe venue because it's at this venue run by the cops. And it's like, they were very weird and dodgy. But yeah, the fact that whole call and response to "Am I ever going to see your face again" came from Blue Light Discos is pretty wild. So for you, I remember you posting the pictures. You're at Evanescence, sitting next to the subwoofer. Oof, the vibration would have been pretty intense. I went to a few raves in the 90s. Yeah, warehouses. In Sydney, I don't think I ever really went to raves in Melbourne when I moved to Melbourne in the late 90s. Kind of went to raves in Sydney in the early 90s. And they're just like no rules, warehouse raves. The Blue Light Disco was at least theoretically under the control of cops. But, warehouse raves are just no rules. So I don't even remember when the first Terminator came out.
I saw that. That one.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Reason, Hannah, you weren't allowed to go to Blue Lights in the 2000s because your mum went in the 80s. Yeah. It's just like the idea that you get any group of hormone-driven teenagers in hormone-driven teenagers in a large group and dodgy shit's not going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. Thank you. For some reason, I thought it was 84. So, okay. So I was just out of high school when Terminator came out. I feel like I must have seen it. I feel like I feel like I must have seen it in a cinema. But there's also part of me going like, God, maybe I first saw it on video. I don't know. Saw a comedy routine recently of an American asked an Australian woman if he's ever going to see her face again.
Oh, man.
Asked an Australian woman if he's ever going to see her face again, and he was confused by her response. Oh, my God. I just love that line. It's so funny. My God. Sorry. That's just...
Oh yeah, tomorrow's a hot day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we are getting some warm weather for like the next week. See, it's about time we talked about the weather. Bomb is saying Melbourne. Not so, but I mean, honestly, the next week,
Cold.
23, 25, 24, 25, 22, 25, 27. That's wild because like just last week we had a couple of really cold days.
Yeah, no, I had my heat on.
Yeah, heater for sure.
I had my heat on.
I had a heater on yesterday. I think I had a heater on yesterday or Sunday at least.
Man, I out on Saturday.
Yeah, so
I go sit none too.
Yeah, cold weekend, and now more than a week of really warm weather. So I think summer is going to be terrible. I think summer's going to be just a gross, awful heat wave. Out of control bushfires. Yeah, I think there's going to be out of control bushfires everywhere. I think summer's going to be terrible.
Yeah, that sounds Black Saturday.
Yes, I think we're going to have another Black Saturday, basically.
Again.
It's going to be very bad. Safa's excited by ice cream, whether it suddenly became all...
Ice cream!
No! Yes, classic lines no one else gets. Where the bloody hell are you? Yes. That wasn't that Scotty from marketing? Wasn't that done when Scott Morrison was running Tourism Australia? I feel like it was.
I don't know, yes.
Yeah. Oh
Help
God,
me
yeah.
out.
Like last summer, I don't remember if it was last summer or the summer before, where because we always get a burst, even if it's a mild summer, there'll be a week or two of really fucked weather, and our aircon blew up, and they
Yeah, I saw
eventually
that.
replaced it.
I saw,
Okay,
I
yeah,
saw that.
yeah. I complained about it for like a couple of weeks. Um,
Yeah, get it all fixed.
did I do a hot tub stream? I'm trying to remember because we actually, I feel like I
Yes.
did. Yeah, I
Yes.
actually did
Yeah,
do a
I'm
stream sitting
there.
in the bath.
I'm there.
Um, you were there.
No,
Okay, Pat's now claiming he
but
was in the
first
hot tub
place.
with me. You watched.
No, no. The YouTube.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
That.
It's
You're
just
the, you're
big
the
Pat.
only drink of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have got pretty drunk. I think I would have remembered if you were in the hot tub with me. But
You're that hard. Oh, you're that.
I think I'd remember. I'm just saying. But uh,
Oh,
so
yeah, on Friday. You look good?
what am I doing on Friday? Probably doing a live stream on Friday.
Yeah, being on Friday. I am a bit bad.
You're going to bed on Friday?
No, being. Yeah, no, no, on Friday, being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live at bed that day.
Okay.
I
That's
don't see
okay
you.
then.
Yeah, I don't see you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. But you don't have to be around all the time. That's fine. So, Hanny, you confuse international students. Look on the French girl's face when she asked, "Who's Jan and why?" Go, not happy, Jan. Wasn't that a classic? Because again, and I also love because that's a frozen moment in history. The way advertising used to work is you had to be in the yellow pages. If you weren't in the yellow pages, no one would find your business. Now that changed almost 20 years ago. Google fucked that. Google sank the yellow pages. And I remember I was literally working at the yellow pages when they were doing this big thing to try and convert to a web thing. And they wouldn't do anything that in their mind devalued the print yellow pages because that had been a cash cow for ages. Like it just made a stupid amount of money. It was just a given that people had to put an ad in the yellow pages because their business just wouldn't be found if they didn't. And I tried to communicate to them at the time, and I said, that's true now. It will probably be true next year. It might even be true the year after that. But there will come a day, and it will happen like this, where the value of the yellow pages goes from here to virtually nothing. And it will happen close to instantly. It will happen within 1 year, which in the way you're thinking about it. And I said, you're doing all this thing to try and preserve the value of the print version of the yellow pages. Nothing you do will save the print version of the yellow pages. They actually had the opportunity. If they had done it right, they could have converted the yellow pages to an online business search engine and done really well and maybe ended up doing a deal with Google or something, but they just didn't fucking understand. Oh, that's you like your Pokemon drink cup? Psyduck.
Yep. I buy this my birthday.
Okay, Mrs. Angry's having an early night, so I'm just letting her know.
Oh, you got to bed now.
No, I'm just going to try not to be too loud.
Oh.
So, Pat, don't scare me. Don't talk about the terrible things you do to people, because I might scream. I might scream like a little girl. I might just be,
Okay.
So, just don't do it. Oh yeah, no, Melways, same deal. Melways was a done deal. They knew how many copies, physical copies of the roadmap, Melways, they were going to sell every year. And then one year, it just became almost worthless.
Yeah,
No, Hannah.
I bought this my birthday.
That's a pretty good birthday present, self-birthday present.
Yep.
Cider coffee cup. I like it. Yep. Yeah, no. Hannah, the yellow pages were indispensable for decades, but they didn't see the change coming. And no one was going to listen to me because when I was there, I was junior. And I was just like, no, you know what? You're doing all this stuff because your big thing is don't devalue the print thing. You need to accept the print thing is going to die. And it'll die overnight. 1 year, you'll make the same amount of money you made all these other years. The next year, you'll make less than 10% what you did the previous, and then you'll just be dead.
Hey, old.
They didn't listen. See, they were older than me. I'm old. They were older.
I don't know, fun.
Yeah, they're probably all dead, Pat. They're so old. They're probably dead now. That's right. I swear, I was catching up with some Dubbo lads, and it was like, saying like next year was because I did year 12 twice. So this year is the 40th anniversary of my first year 12, and next year is the 40th anniversary of my second year 12. And I was just joking, and I went, so all our teachers are probably dead, yeah? It's like they were teachers 40 years ago. None of them were young. So I guess they're all dead now?
Not mine.
Oh, yeah, no, Atari. The number of tech companies. I mean, IBM. IBM is the stunning one. For decades, IBM was the immovable giant. And then they just fucking died. They just said, so Hannah, let's talk about 6 Refidexes. I don't even know what that is. You need to
Me too. I don't know.
You need to help me with that, Hannah. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I mean, I guess the boomers still like yellow pages and Melways. I don't know. It's the whole thing. I just keep hearing weird noises, and I think it's the air conditioning in the house. Because I did turn it on earlier. And so there's weird gurgling noises. Okay, I'm just momentarily, Pat. I'm just going to mute you because I don't know if it's coming from your end. No, it's okay. I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, it's literally a weird noise coming from Pat's end. That's okay. I don't mind. It's not a big thing, Pat. It's just a weird. I don't know. It could be your tummy grumbling. I don't know. I don't know what it is. No, but it's not a big thing. But I just know. Oh, okay. So Refidex is like Melways. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, I just tested. It's Pat, but that's okay. I don't know. It's adding to the ambience. Actually, now I could put the music back on, and we probably won't notice it. But I might change it from lo-fi. What's this one? Now we've got music while we talk. It's just like. Actually, that feels a bit intrusive. I don't know. Someone tell me, is that too intrusive? I can't tell.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Hannah it's a street map in a book. Yeah, it's someone buried under the floor where Pat is, banging on the top of the box he's in, and just no, of course it's not. No. You can believe a man who says, "I'm definitely not a hitman."
No.
Okay, this one's kind of funky. It's just like,
Yeah.
I can go with this. I know. He's quick to deny it. That seems very guilty. That seems very guilty that he wants to jump into denial straight away.
Oh, good boy.
All right. Yeah, this one, I like this one. This one's kind of funky. Just a good sort of chill thing. Well, you know, I had someone on YouTube stumble across the AIDS memorial video, and they were just discovering AIDS' passing. So I was having a little back and forth with them, and they're just like, "Oh no, I just found this out, man, I'm fucking gutted." And I'm just like, yeah. So it's a whole thing. And yes, I want to know movies. I always want to know movies. And there's always that one ancient teacher you're not sure they actually are alive. Oh yeah, no, we absolutely. Oh wow, I can remember one or two teachers in high school who were friggin' ancient. It's friggin' amazing. Like they must have died within a year or two of me finishing school. I mean, although actually, high school teachers, Victorian state government, if you want to be a high school teacher now, you actually get the uni for free. Excellent opportunity, I think. You can do teacher training at uni now, and it's free. You just have to work in a government school for at least 2 years. I think that's a friggin' great opportunity. I would unreservedly recommend anyone take that one up.
No, yeah, you get that drug lots of times.
Pat, why do you think everyone's doing as much drugs as you do? I don't know.
I think you drink lots of times.
You think, okay, I'm not saying I'd be a teacher. I think I'd be a pretty cool teacher.
Well, you drink.
Just sitting up the front of the class with a shaker and go, "Don't worry, kids, it's just fruit juice, okay?" And I pour it and go, "Faith in Begorra, it's a miracle." And I was just like Jesus turned water into wine, I turned my fruit juice into a daiquiri. And it's just like, oh. Okay, so Strictly Sega doing more blaxploitation. Oh, Sweetback's badass song. That's Mario Van Peebles Sr. Because Mario Van Peebles Jr. actually did like a tribute thing of that. Okay. And then Disco Godfather from 1979. How to Get a Man's Foot Out of Your Ass. Okay, Badass from 2005-9.
Solo.
You brought up Solo recently. I was kind of tempted to rewatch Solo. Oh, me and AZ watching the Harry Potter stuff. The video commentary stuff I did with AZ, that was always fun. Just inviting people like, no, watch this video with us. Okay, we're putting the disc is in, we're pushing play now. And just watch it with us. And we're just doing a running commentary. One of those got age restricted.
I saw that.
One of them got age restricted on YouTube because we were drinking. And we said, okay, we're taking a drink every time someone says Harry Potter. Like, not if they say Harry, not if they say Potter. They have to say Harry Potter. And, oh my God, we got so drunk. Because they say Harry Potter a lot.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, no, strictly Sacred. If I was a teacher, I would throw so much politics into what I did. Hannah, you teach chemistry? Yeah, work on the molecular structure of the megalodon Tim Tam. Yes. Work on flavor science in chemistry. Yes. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Sweet Sweet Badass, the song is a Mario Van Peebles Sr., and he did another one called Watermelon Man. Nice. Oh, you mean the Friday night a couple weeks ago when I had Alex and Emery's here and got them drunk? That was kind of fun, honestly.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm thinking actually another of YouTube pals who I was getting to come over for a video, and then COVID happened, and I haven't had him since. I need to get him, Josh. He's a really funny guy. I need to get him here. So Watermelon Man is a white guy who turned black and had everything taken from him. Oh my God, that's like Black Like Me, which was a book which I think was written in the 60s. It was like a white man literally going, okay, how bad is racism if I use makeup to black myself up and I try and go through life? Because, you know, I'm an educated white man. Here's my CV for jobs and stuff. How much would it change my life just if people thought I was black? But I was the same. And he was sort of like, yeah, couldn't get a job, couldn't get a bank loan. Cops harassed him on the street. And he was just like, oh, no, it's pretty goddamn real. Racism is pretty goddamn real. I was just like, Jesus. Brittany, that was from young Mr. Angry's belated 21st birthday party, which actually happened when he was 22. Because when he was 21, we were in the middle of COVID lockdowns. And so I had all these feisty, drunk, young 20-somethings. But they were all lovely. And Brittany was extremely funny because it was fancy dress. And yeah, she was dressed as Britney Spears. And it was an extremely funny night. That was a couple of years ago. That was like 21, I think. I don't think it was, or maybe it was just last year. Maybe it was just last year. Oh, okay. So Watermelon Man was literally based on White Like Me. Okay. Cool. Yes, Hannah is the reverse of White Chicks. Yes. That's the Wayans brother wearing prosthetics, so they were white girls instead of black men. Oh my God, that also reminds me, there was a classic video on the Onion website, and this was from years back, when there was some teenage blonde white girl who had murdered her parents, and she kind of looked really sympathetic in the media, but a court has ruled she must be tried as if she's a black man. And so all the evidence of the murder was going to be presented, but instead of this cute, innocent looking blonde white girl as the defense thing, it was going to be this huge black guy who was sitting there. And you see her face when they say you're going to be tried as a black man, and it's like, oh no!
Is it you?
Oh, you did Nitram and Moonlight, full on in different ways. I think I still haven't seen Nitram. Most accounts are that's pretty intense. So Hannah used to work at a party shop, and someone bought dozens of mini hand clappers, hot glued to a t-shirt. Oh, clapping for chlamydia. Is that... Jeez. Oh, so you've had Nitram for 3 years, but you'd been too nervous to watch it. Oh, I completely friggin' understand. I have no idea if it's even on a streaming service, actually. Not sure if I could just watch it on a streaming service. I think I'm just going to have another beer. I'm not going to have any more beers. I'm going to have some soda water.
Oh, that's good.
See, Pat is the voice of authority. We can hear the faint tapping and scratching of the person he's just buried under a concrete block, but he's promoting better health as well. Cheers.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Well, that's what Safa's asking how Tim Smith I am. I don't know, about half. About half.
Oh man, that again.
Things I got to, or I choose. I got to shake. This is my blood orange liqueur. I'm gonna leave in the peel for another, I don't know, week or two. I might even taste it on the weekend. Actually, I might test it on the weekend because when I've decided it's been in here enough, I'm going to put it in one of my barrels and barrel age it for a month or two.
You're gonna today? Yesterday?
No, this I originally made a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So it's got, can you see bits of peel in there?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's blood orange peel, and it's got some alcohol and blood orange juice and syrup, and I'm making a liqueur, and I'm just letting it get all the flavor out of the peel, and then I'm going to age it in one of my barrels.
Oh, that's cool.
So, Hannah, rewatching 80s and 90s comedies. Yeah. Oh, John Candy and Uncle Buck. He's very funny because that was also, besides John Candy's very good in Uncle Buck, that was Macaulay Culkin before Home Alone. And Macaulay Culkin is very good in Uncle Buck. That's when John Hughes went, I can build a whole movie around this kid. And he sure did. Oh yeah, so I did a test, Strictly Sega, of the blood orange liqueur. I did a smaller batch of it, like about 250 mils, and it was really good. And so now I'm making about a liter of it. This is about a liter. And so I have very high hopes for that being extremely yummy, but we'll see. Okay, it's so long since I've watched Uncle Buck. I don't remember fighting with a washing machine. Is that John Candy fights with a washing machine or Macaulay Culkin? So it's a long time since I watched it. I just remember when he goes in and sees the nun who has a huge mole on her face, and he's trying not to say anything about the mole, but he's absolutely transfixed by it. And he keeps saying terrible references to moles or melanoma or whatever. And it was, I mean, you know, again, it's not all that surprising that John Candy died young, but he did die too young. And I've never really, not that I've looked into it, but I've never really heard anyone say bad things about John Candy either. No. I think people liked John Candy. And I don't think it was drugs that killed him. Like Chris Farley was killed by drugs, essentially, being a bit decadent. So, okay, so Strictly Z saying, neighbor walks into the house, played by Aunt Becky from the Roseanne Show. Yes, he's fighting with the washing machine. Come on, you little bitch, take that load. Okay, I don't remember that scene at all. Now I feel like I have to go back and watch Uncle Buck to rewatch that scene. So we'll see. Maybe this weekend. I didn't really watch anything last weekend because I had some projects, which was this and my eggnog. I made a huge batch of eggnog, which I'm aging for Christmas, because it read all these accounts that said, oh no, aged eggnog is awesome. It sounds like a bad idea, like something that's egg and milk and cream, aging it for months. But everyone says it's good, so I'm aging eggnog, and we'll see what it's like. Yes, yes, that's the final thing when he's finally sick of her because he picks on Buck's niece for basically being a kid. He goes, "Here's a quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face." Yes. Yes, Suffer, it is a date night on Saturday night, so definitely no stream. Yeah, it's like Buck's being the parental representative for his niece, and the nun who's the principal is saying stuff about her being flighty and irresponsible, and Buck ends up just going like, "Fuck, she's a fucking kid. I pity any kid who's not flighty, and you're a psycho." 35 in Kalgoorlie. Only insane people live in Kalgoorlie. Kindergarten. Oh, yes. Yes, that was really good because Arnie's trying to find the criminal and he thinks when this kid's hiding a secret, it might be that his dad's criminal. It's just that his dad's hitting him. And Arnie just grabs and goes, "You hit him, I hit you." And the guy cops a huge attitude. So, Arnie goes, "Yeah, what about Stella?" No, that was virtually a shout out to Stella Safa. That was like, you know, when if we said AIDS' name 3 times, he'd appear. So saying something extreme about Kalgoorlie, that was like me hoping it psychically reached Stella so she came in. See, that's the thing. Yes. How do you think? Aged dairy, it's either fancy cheese or food quality. But this has apparently been proved scientifically. If the alcohol content is above 14%, bad things don't grow in it. And trust me, I taste tested this eggnog. It's really fucking boozy. It is definitely more than 14% alcohol. So it was like 10 eggs, a couple of cups of milk, cup of cream, whip all that up, a cup and a half or 2 cups of sugar, like so much fucking sugar. It's so sweet. And then it's sherry, port, whiskey, rum, and cognac. So much booze.
Oh, Red, I saw this one today.
Oh, you saw The Equalizer. Did you like it?
Today.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You got a bit bored?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're bored. You're born. Bob. Yeah. You know, want your.
Yeah. All right.
It's all right.
It's so. Okay. Strict say, how long are you give cheese and bacon? Oh, cheese and bacon rolls? Honestly, I'd only leave them a couple days. I don't think I'd leave them more than a couple days. But I think they chuck a bunch of preservatives in it. Yeah. I see eggs for hangover. Saturday, I made an omelette because I'd made this thing where I cooked up some mushroom, garlic, onion, and sausage, and a really nice sauce, and I made a bake with that. But I had some leftovers of that, and so on Saturday after party night, I made an omelette and put this filling, which was mushroom, onion, garlic, and sausage, and a sauce, and it was so fucking yummy. It was really good.
That's cool.
Yeah, I strictly say I kind of want to rewatch the first 2 Equalizer movies. See what it's like. So strictly say, is that your hangover cure? Sausage and egg McMuffin, hash browns, 2 large coffee. I do have a friggin' weakness for McDonald's hash browns. I definitely have a weakness for those.
Not me.
But I made that myself. It was only a 2-egg omelette, but it was like 2 eggs, and I added milk, some herbs, some smoked paprika, and then this mix that was mushroom, onion, garlic, and sausage. And then cheese. I added cheese as well. So it was pretty friggin'. So I mean, what time did I get up on Saturday? I don't know, about 10 o'clock. Like the stream went till 1 or a bit later. And I first woke up, like Mrs. Angry woke up at about 7 or 8. And I was awake and we talked a bit and whatnot. And then she got up and I was like, yeah, I'm just going back to sleep. And I think I woke up again at about 10 o'clock. So then I got up and made this omelette and it was big and friggin' yummy. And so I didn't have any lunch. So I didn't eat anything else till that evening. We went out and got Mexican food, which was really good. So honestly, Saturday was a good day. Yummy food. What do you have, Pat? What's weekend breakfast for you? Yeah.
I don't know. Not a lot.
Whatever. Just
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Put you on the spot. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
The tea. Joe Jacks. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tea.
Yeah.
Thursday, I don't know. Look see. Saturday, hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pie.
All right. It's just what you're kind of just whatever guy, whatever's happening. It's okay. So Hannah, eggs and veggies, not all sugar and grease talk. Healthy Harold. Look, honestly, and often sometimes I will add stuff, particularly capsicum. I think capsicum is really good. And Mrs. Angry does these amazing things like stir fries. They're just so photogenic when she does it, because sometimes she'll even do the thing where you get a green capsicum and a yellow capsicum and a red capsicum, and then there'll be some carrot and some broccoli, and so she'll have this stuff in a frying pan and it's so colorful and it looks so good. Yeah, Strictly Sega, hot dog with a lot, why not? You know what's underrated? Sausage roll. I friggin' love a sausage roll. A good, and
That's on Friday. My tea.
Friday sausage roll.
Yep.
Nice. And I mean, I was going to go I like a really good one. Like you get some really good ones from bakeries and whatnot. But honestly, from the supermarket freezer, sausage rolls, stick them in the oven, heat them up. I freaking love them. They're so good. Yeah, actually, the music's a good idea, isn't it, Strictly Sega? Just having a vibe going on. It's
That's good.
Yeah, we got a vibe. We love it. We're vibing. It's good. I'm just working my way through the sody water.
Oh, you worked yesterday?
I was at work yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know.
Not very cool. I tend to go into the office on Monday and Tuesday and work from home for the rest of the week. So I did. I was in the office yesterday. I was in the office today.
Yeah.
I had so many meetings. Today kind of feels like the week should be over. I feel like, no, I've already done too much. Is the week over? What do you mean it's Tuesday? Why is it Tuesday? That's not fair.
That's weird. That's weird.
So Megalich has a cafe on the highway to Launceston. It's a great sausage. And again, I like just your basic standard sausage roll, but then you find people who do special ones, and that's freaking great. Like even sometimes you'll get the one that are like the Greek inspired ones, and there'll be feta and spinach, like they're vegetarian ones. Be really flaky pastry with feta and spinach in it, and it's so yummy. All the variations. Oh, Strictly Sega doing some Asahi beer. Yeah, this is kind of Asahi beer vibe, definitely. I remember getting my brother a can of Asahi from a duty-free one of my trips. I thought he'd like it, and it was huge. It was about a liter of beer. It was this huge can, and it was like kind of thin at the base and went out. Like it was a really interesting can, and it was like there was, I don't know if it was like 750 mils or maybe even a liter of beer in it in a can. It was pretty wild. Okay, so Megaleech has posted a pic in the Discord.
Huh.
Oh my god, Strictly Sega, someone's released a movie called The Emu War. Okay, I am going to have to check that out. Oh, okay, here's the sausage roll picture. The people apparently have a Facebook page. Yep, that looks classy. Chicken chili sausage rolls. Dang.
Damn.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm a bit of a wuss with chili, but they look really good. They look good.
That's mine.
So, Hannah, ultimate hangover food. Oh my god, I would go a Bunnings sausage sizzle on a day where I was feeling sick. Absolutely. I would do Bunnings sausage sizzle any day of the week, honestly. I love it. So Strictly Sega going, the music's, it's like the pause music for a golf video game or a flash puzzle game. You're now making me think of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge, the old Simpsons thing where Bart wants a game called Bone Storm, and Marge ends up getting him a game. He goes, "Oh, the guy at the shop said this is the one all the kids want, was Lee Carvalho's putting challenge." And it was just like, and someone actually made a version of that you could play online, but you know, it's a whole thing. Sorry, I did actually see something in the memes. I have seen this one before. Megaleech posted this, and I really like it. I'm just gonna put it up here. So that's a turkey, some crab's legs, a string sausage, and no one will ever ask you to make dinner again. So it's like
that's so weird.
That's a roast
That's
alien.
weird.
A roast alien face hugger. That's pretty good.
That's that's
Yeah.
so weird.
Ricky Sega, do you want to play again? You have chosen no. Yes. But yes, apparently someone did a playable online version of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge, where you could literally do what Bart did, and when you're trying to putt, you can choose a driver, and Lee's going, "You have chosen a driver. I recommend a putter. You have chosen a driver." And then if you hit it, he goes, "You have hit the ball into the car park. Do you want to play again?"
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one. That's good.
So again, people are creative. It is like my favorite thing about the internet is it has let people do basically whatever they want to and put it out there. Also, definitely the worst thing about the internet, it has let people do whatever they want to and put it out there. Which I just, that just for me, that sums up my view of humanity. The best things about humanity are also definitely the worst things about humanity, and we just have to deal with it. And we have so many totally cooked stories. The Emu War is an absolute classic, and also soldiers that stole a tank because they dated each other. Oh my god, there was one really dark story in World War II, and because people were kind of angry at the American soldiers because they I don't know, they were different. The phrase was overpaid, oversexed, and over here. American soldiers who were stationed in Australia in World War II. But there was an actual real incident where one American soldier was essentially a serial killer. He was killing women in Australia, and It took a while to catch him, but people knew it was an American soldier doing it, and it caused tension that boiled over to one point at a train station. Literally ended. Yes. Oh God, Safi, you know this one. The Battle of Brisbane. Australian and American soldiers actually shooting at each other at a train station. How cooked is it going to be? Fucking cooked. Strictly Sega, you should be scared. I work for the government department that oversees bushfire response. This summer, if this summer isn't absolutely fucked, that will be a minor miracle. We've had 3 years of more rainfall than average, so lots and lots of growth. Now this year, this winter and leading into this summer, less rainfall than average, and summer is definitely going to be hot as fuck. So all the growth from the last couple of years is going to dry out and just be fuel for fires. If this summer is not a bushfire disaster of biblical proportions, that will be a minor miracle. I know everyone's gearing up for it. Everyone in emergency response is gearing up for this summer is gonna suck. I might even end up getting seconded to do some sort of support role for the emergency response. Like, not going out and fighting bushfires, because I'm fucking useless and be no good at that. But I could very well, I don't know, I might end up in a call center or you know, like a incident response center. I could end up with some interesting stories to tell. Oh no, Black Saturday. If we don't get another Black Saturday this summer, it will be such a bullet dodged. Like, that is actually more likely than not. You can't fight bushfires because they're ass. I can't fight bushfires because I'm just fucking old and my knees don't work.
Hey, old man!
I'm too old. I'm too old to fight bushfires. It's just that simple. But we all there are already 2 dangerous fires. There's one in Queensland and there's one in the Northern Territory. 2 dangerous fires in the first half of September. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. Oh, so Strictly Sega, your stepdad does comms for CFA. Yeah. I think everyone who manages bushfire response, and like particularly the people who do controlled burns in the off season, has spent all of winter doing just massive prep for this summer, because everyone's looked at the projections and just gone, this summer is going to suck. So all the signs have been there, so it's like not going to be a surprise. So everyone's braced for this summer. No, I mean, in the city, I guess we have to get ready for bad air quality because of the amount of smoke that'll go out and disruption to food supply chain. So, Hannah, American soldiers were stationed at your school in WW2. Heritage listed buildings because they enclosed the verandas because the Mozzies pissed them off too much. That's in Queensland?
Yeah.
Again, because Americans who weren't used to the tropics, because a lot of them don't understand the north of Australia is the tropics. Oh God, I heard such funny stories about. This is not World War II. This is sort of joint operations. You know, in the last 20, 30 years with the US war games and whatnot, and Americans doing stuff in the Northern Territory, and Norforce just doing weird shit to mess with them. It's kind of like they learned, like, my favorite story ever has been like when the Australians learned the Americans had all this really high-tech equipment, including heat detectors. So they would actually see if any troops moved on them, they would see them with the heat signatures, and they were going, what will we do about this? And the indigenous members of Northwest were like, I don't know, we're near that bit of swamp. We'll cover ourselves in mud and that'll hide our body signature. And they would get past the American sentries because they were just covered in mud, which lowered the heat signature. And then the other Australian troops were doing things like how there's rigging. They were just getting huge blocks of ice and strapping it to their chest, and it would mess with what the heat detectors told them. And the Americans are just going like, that's a weird shape. It's not a person. Is that one of those wallabies? Is that a kangaroo? And they wouldn't take it seriously because the heat signature didn't look like a person, because they had a big thing of ice strapped to them. And so they would break the American lines all the time because the Americans just didn't know what was happening. And yeah, that's the best I would do with bushfires. Just getting like, seriously, fuck off. What the fuck? Piss off. Fires? Honestly. Safa, yeah, no, Dubbo would get seriously stupid summers. 45 was not unheard of, but we would get over 40 all the time in Dubbo. And in fact, I think it was like 3 years ago was the last really serious heat wave in Australia, and Dubbo was getting just some serious, brutal fuck off temperatures. So if you're going to get some ice cream, I might, maybe on Friday, might talk Mrs. Angry into going down to St Kilda Beach to our favourite ice cream place, 7 Apples, and get an ice cream, maybe. And in Brisbane, interesting items in the archives. I bet. Porn in the archives of Religious Girls' School. Nice. Stricky say you're remembering 9/11. Went over to a Jock's place. Woke up next morning. Flatmates watching the news. Thought, chicks. Sorry. Okay. I literally thought the same thing. Okay. So at the time, my partner at the time, we did actually have a TV in the bedroom. So I'd gone to bed early, so missed it. Australians who stayed up late saw it happen. I went to bed before it happened. So when I woke up, it was like 8 hours after it had happened, 6 to 8 hours after it had happened. So at this stage, both towers were down, and there was lots of weird footage. And when I woke up and we turned on the TV, it was this footage of a guy, I think he was a doctor, but it was a guy in New York. He had a video camera and he was trying to help people. And he's walking through, and because of the dust from the buildings coming down, visibility was non-existent. And I just remember him saying, like, I hope I don't die. And there was a little ticker going under saying, like, you know, World Trade Centers collapsed. And my partner's looking at it going, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? And I was just looking at it, and because it was shot on cheap video and handheld, and because the little ticker going under just didn't make sense, you know, World Trade Center collapse from terrorist attack. I went, it's a movie? There's a what channel are we on? It's like there's some movie on. And we just changed channels, and of course it was on every channel. It took like a couple minutes to sink in. This is a thing that has happened. That was fucking wild. So, Hannah, you're watching a lot of docs on North Korean defectors. Yes. The people in North Korea are so shut off from reality. Oh, Heidi. Hi, by the way. You watched it happen. You saw you were after the second tower hit before they fell. See, I was asleep. So by the time I woke up, it was like it had all happened. And watching the stuff, it was just so unreal. I couldn't process it. And it took a bit before I understood, oh no, this is real. This is actually real. So chick was angry at you because she said turn off because you wanted to get down to it. Yeah, that's not going to go. Yeah, no, that was never going to last, man. That was the whole thing. Yeah, but it was just so weird and so surreal. I couldn't process it as a real thing. It was just like, this is a movie. We're watching a movie. This is not news. Terrorists don't crash planes into the World Trade Center and make it collapse. That's a disaster movie. That's not real life. And it really took a minute or two for my brain to be able to accept this was a thing that had happened. Oh yeah, no, Sukasega to fully sink in, yeah. Oh god, now I don't know if I can find it. I saw a thing on Twitter today. Am I even logged into Twitter on this? I am. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can 9/11 vote. See if I can find it because I just saw this on Twitter earlier today. Okay, that's one of them. Yeah, no, this is the photo. Okay, sorry. All right, I found the photo I was looking for. I feel kind of clever for finding it. Okay. Okay, so I was reading the story about the guy who took this photo today. He literally, I think that this is like the first tower had come down. He was on the street and everyone was shocked and freaked out. And he took one picture. And this is not with a phone. Like, this is a guy with a camera and black and white film. And it's very arty. And he'd taken one picture and then it was like, oh, it was all freaky. And he thought, I want to get a picture of the cloud reaction. And he turned around, and when his back was turned to the towers, he heard this huge crack just before he took the photo. And what had happened is the tower came down when his back was to it, and he took a photo of this crowd, and this is the photo he captured of these people. And it's just and he didn't even know what was happening. He didn't know what was happening when he took this photo. Everyone who was around him, the tower's collapsing, and they're all just, what the fuck? And he said, like, a second later, we all started running. And it was just like, this is bad. Might have been the first tower collapsing, I'm not sure. But just that picture, and it was the weirdest thing. It was like he'd been taking pictures of the smoke, and he just went, everyone's out on the street, and he just turned around, I want to take a picture of everyone. And as he turned his back, the tower started to come down, and he didn't realize, and he took a photo. Yeah, the dude with the tie is just gone, what the fuck? So and he's spent the last 22 years trying to identify people in the photo just because they like shared this experience, but oof. And yeah, 22 years ago, pretty fucking wild. So damn, I think I'm gonna close on that because it's 10 o'clock, and I got A big day at work again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? That's cool.
Interviewing people for an intern
Yeah.
role. Going to be my minion.
I am at my workout tomorrow. Again.
Oh yeah. All right. So you got a big day tomorrow.
Yep, go out of my workout.
Cool.
Tomorrow.
Cool. I don't think it's a bad note. I think it's a sort of momentous note, but just a human experience note. Yeah. Oh, you're still waiting for your pizza. Nice. Okay.
I
Good
love
for
it
you.
too.
I also feel like that's 2 streams in a row. We spend a lot of time talking about food, particularly junk food. So on the food note, I'm going to eat the cherry. So I'm doing takeaway with the offspring tomorrow, probably back on Thursday. So you'll take care. I'll see you another time, but I'll